Good morning. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey live stream here for coffee and actually Monster Energy drink and crypto. It's phase 2 of my diet where we start cutting all the calories that matter. And unfortunately, coffee with creamer has calories in it. So we're switching to 10 calorie Monster Energy. Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button, push us up in the old algorithm. And it's everybody's favorite day today, baby. Yes, you guessed it. Hump day, baby. Make sure you go ahead and dap up the DGens on the way in. Give them a little hump to show you care. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you like being here. And oh my goodness, we got some fantastic news today. I love waking up every morning and seeing like the actual news. Like there's a bunch of actual news in the chat. And it's funny because one of the main pieces of news we have is with a little shitcoin called Safemoon, which is something I never really got into, but I know a lot of people got into it. If you're new to this channel, we're going to go ahead and put timestamps in the description down below, just in case you want to skip ahead. We start at the 5-minute mark, and we spend the first 5 minutes kind of chatting with the chat, greeting the chat, and those sorts of things. Guys, we're going to be talking about a little more about the CZ Binance situation. Of course, the CFTC is suing them. We'll talk about, how much hot water is he really in? We'll talk about cryptocurrency showing resilience, even though there's all this FUD in the market, which is completely abnormal. We'll talk about XRP and why they're pumping and did they win their case, right? Are they going to win their case? I mean, a lot of people are betting on it. We'll talk about Safemoon and our boy Gary Gensler, which we will be live for. Our boy Gary Gensler is going to be speaking in front of Congress about cryptocurrencies and be testifying before Congress. Now, he's going to be asking for more funding, but I think that a lot of people in Congress are going to be asking them, what the hell have you been doing with the cryptocurrency kind of market, right? You've been spent, because they've been going after everybody. And these lawsuits are not cheap, right? Mostly cryptocurrency. We'll see what happens, but it's going to be an interesting day. So that's April 18th. Fucking get your popcorn ready because we will be there bright and early, baby. And I got to say what's up to the chat, guys. But before we do that, make sure to check out my sponsor, my one and only sponsor, guys. I've been really kind of slowing down how much sponsors I take just because there's so many scams out there. I'm not trying to shill any damn thing to you guys, although I want to make money as much as the next guy, but I'm trying to ease off a little bit. But right now, I just have Volt, and Volt's been absolutely killing it. Going to be the #1 meme coin when the market starts to pump. First, I got to say what's up to the chat. What's up, Javi? James? Crypto Snack. How you doing, Javi? Javi, no Javi coffee, just the Javi Monster Energy drink. We have, of course, Crypto Snack, Sackle Hut. Somebody speak to my manager. We have Jay Linda. What's up, Jay Linda, with the original Degenerate sweater? Thank you so much for repping the brand. We have Bud, Racket Club. Oh, I'm on a good one today. Let's go, baby. Edgar, what's up, baby? How you doing, Edgar? Love seeing your memes on Instagram, and I like your selfies, man. We're both on our fitness journey, baby. We have Bree. Bree, how you doing? I love your Taco Tuesdays. Love your taco video. Maddie B, what's up, baby? Racket Club, the best personal tennis trainer in the world, I've heard. Chevy fan. Are you a fan of Chevys? Selmo Fun. XRP Army in the house, baby. We have Brad, hardest working man in the actual universe. I mean, allegedly. We have, who else do we have in here? We have Jason. How you doing, Jason? How you doing? You saving lives, man? How's nursing going? Rob got it. Good morning. Does Rob really got it? Taz, how you doing? Good morning. Deez, what's up, Deez? How you doing? Volt Army in the house. Volt me in this bit. What's up, Ronald? Good morning. Good morning. Frank Column C. What's up? What's up? What's up? Altcoin Heat. Giving us that heat. Doobie Tube. Where's Zach? AJ, how you doing? It's been a while, bro. And thank you so much for still being a member, even though you've been MIA. I appreciate you, bro. Cameron Jordan. Philip. And Scorpio A. What's up, guys? How you doing? What's up? How's your week going, guys? I've been freaking actually, diet has been picture perfect. So this weekend I went on a trip, went on a festival, and there were some pictures taken, and they're not really flattering. I'm like, dude, I really need to fucking put it into gear. And I've been doing well, but it's time to really fucking get it going. And the only thing I have coming up is EDC, and that's the end of May. Besides that, my whole schedule's free to just train. And if you guys don't know, my first kickboxing fight is in June. Who's going to watch Funny KO a man, baby? So I'm going to be diced up before that happens because I ain't going to be showing up to EDC out of shape. What's up, Anthony? How you doing? And first, real quick, shout out to the cops who murked that school shooter the other day that went in there and hurt all those kids. That's absolutely insane. But let's get to the first story, which is the BNB situation. Here we go. Okay. So if you guys didn't know, there's a lot of drama going on between the CFTC and BNB and Binance, CZ from Binance, right? Now, here's the thing. If there's going to be some sort of lawsuit with CZ, and if you guys don't know, here were the allegations, right? So pretty much what the CFTC is saying is that Binance was encouraging U.S. customers to use VPNs to get around compliance controls, right? And pretty much because you can't use Binance.com if you live in the US, but maybe if you have a VPN, you could, which I don't think it makes sense because if you think about, even if you have a VPN, you still have to connect your, your exchange to a bank, right? So that's part of the KYC process. Now, the CFTC is also saying that Binance wasn't really doing well with their KYC program, right? Which is your know your customer and your money laundering laws and those sorts of things, right? Now, just about 3 or 4 months ago, Coinbase actually got in some similar trouble. Coinbase was fined $50 million, and they were told that they had to pledge $50 million to make sure the KYC process was better. So it's not something new, but this was by the SEC, right? The SEC went after Coinbase for this. Now, of course, a lot of cryptocurrency companies had to downgrade their staff because of, hard times in the cryptocurrency market. But Binance is one of those exchanges that didn't have to do that. So I understand why Coinbase may have this issue because they don't have the staff. But for Binance, to me, they should have this under control. Now, a lot of people think the CFTC is just pretty much just going after Binance because they want Binance to collapse. A lot of people don't like Binance, guys. When you hear CZ talk about Binance headquarters and these sorts of things, he talks about he said, like, quote, headquarters is just a concept. You don't need like an actual office to get work done, which is interesting because we all know companies are having a headquarters and those sorts of things. But my thing is, if CZ has to come to the United States, he's probably going to get arrested for some shit, for some, trumped up charges. I mean, I don't know, but a lot of people think that as soon as CZ steps inside the United States, he's going to get apprehended. And I could definitely see that happening. So, so the CFTC is accusing Binance of encouraging U.S. customers to use a VPN to get around crypto derivatives laws. And pretty much they're talking about, Binance was offering unregistered securities. But the nice thing was, and we talked about this yesterday, is that they called ETH a commodity, which we like to hear. ETH, Litecoin, and Bitcoin, right? Now, we've had other people, I forgot her name, but, I think it was the New York Department of Financial Services. I forgot her name, but she called ETH a security, and it caused a lot of FUD. I don't know. No one's on the same page here in the United States, right? And we'll talk about the overall United States here in a second, because it seems like the world around us, not just the world around us, but it seems like a lot of people are not liking the USA. And we'll start seeing, we'll talk about some of the moves other people are doing. And the other thing that was exposed were Signal chats. Now, here's the thing. Signal is supposed to be the safest kind of private means of chat, right? You're not supposed to be able to see. No authorities are supposed to be able to see what the hell is going on. But a lot of people think that if the authorities really wanted to, something like Signal wouldn't really matter. If they wanted to know what you were saying, you could do. They could do that. Now, Samuel Lin, which is also a defendant in this case, right? He's, CZ's one of CZ's men, right? They were talking about allegedly, apparently he was encouraging people to think of it like this, quote, on the surface, we should not be able to have U.S. customers, but in reality, we should get them through creative means, which means we should make them use a VPN, right? And they were talking about, apparently like terrorists buying AK-47s and those sorts of things. But if you really read that, it seems more like a sarcasm, tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. Like saying like AK-47s are only $600 or something like that, right? It's kind of crazy. But they were pretty much, the CFTC is accusing CZ and his team of encouraging their staff and U.S. customers to use VPNs to get around laws and regulations. I mean, what do you guys think about that? That's the whole issue going on. That's the whole issue going on. Now, we look at BNB, it's actually not looking that bad. It's still, down 4% on the week, but it's still up on the day like everything else. It's still above $300. Now, people are saying, oh, they're going to get rid of Binance. They're going to get rid of Binance. But the U.S. doesn't control Binance. They only can control Binance U.S., which is still a top 10 cryptocurrency exchange, as you can see right here. There's 2 Binance U.S. Now, I've always thought, why the hell Binance is doing their due diligence. They're doing right as much as they think they can be right. Why? Because they have a Binance US. Why? Because they make sure Paxos, the people that mint their stablecoin, operating inside the United States. So they're under the microscope of U.S. regulators all the freaking time. But now it just seems like U.S. regulators don't like Binance, and they're going to do anything to get rid of it. It's like Binance already has a Binance US, dummies. So why are you accusing Binance.com? It's just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. So that's the situation, right? That's the situation with Binance. We'll see what happens. CZ, of course, has not been the most active on Twitter, but pretty much he's telling everybody to ignore FUD. He's just saying, everybody, ignore the FUD. Let's focus on building. But this is a kind of FUD that could take down an exchange, right? That could cause a lot of fear in the market, right? He says blockchain's transparencies make traditional media writing with false narratives look false. So he's pretty much saying that, yeah, you're lying. They're accusing Binance of having 300 secret accounts and all this kind of crazy shit. But he pretty much told us to ignore the FUD. And every single time Binance has some crazy FUD where they cause this run in the bank, so to speak, or run in the cryptocurrency exchange, they survive. They get through it. Right. So it looks like just another small bump in the road for Binance. We'll see. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I'm still bullish on cryptocurrency, and something like a centralized exchange, even though it's Binance, isn't going to shake me out of the market. Now, I like some centralized exchanges because it's good to be able to do your work on centralized exchanges. I've been doing my taxes the last couple of days. It's been a pain in my ass, but I want to do them myself. And I've been using Coinbase, and they have all these cool tools to tell you how much you gained and lost. And exchanges are very, very useful. DeFi wallets are hard to get that kind of information unless you have a good service like CoinTracker and those sorts of things, which are kind of funky sometimes. But if it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. If it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. And if shit hits the fan and something happens, your crypto is not going to be there because it's not insured. So I encourage you, if you're not comfortable using a ledger, check out the video in the description down below. I'll teach you all about how to use a ledger. Super, super easy. All right. It's not that hard to use a ledger, guys. Take the chance, take the dive, right? Take the dive into the ledger world. It's not that hard. What's up, Making True Money? Good morning. Good morning. Let me see. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it's insane. Give me a second. Let me write the time down for the timestamps because I've been lagging on the timestamps. Some people like them. Some people don't really care because a lot of people that watch my show watch the entire thing. All right, let's talk about the crypto market real quick. And let's talk about how, like, literally, what's up, Ryan Patty? Yes, smash the like button, pushes up in the old algorithm. And Ryan has gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Ryan. Welcome to the Degenerates. We have Cash Cats, Rob Got It, Taylor Calm, Renga Apes Club, all the way Unu, and I think that's it. Thank you so much, Ryan, for gifting 5 people memberships. Guys, if you received a membership from Ryan, make sure to thank him. Welcome to the Degenerates. Those eggplants looks oh so nice next to your name. One of us. One of us. All right, let's get into the next story, which is, okay, the entire cryptocurrency market has been extremely resilient. In fact, we're ascending today, with some of our biggest winners being Bitcoin and XRP, right? We'll talk about XRP here in a second, but that's crazy, right? The markets have been super resilient, and literally, like, ever since November, we've been kind of just like, I would say, like, we have a little bit of PTSD from any negative, like, media attention towards crypto because we've seen that it will dump the entire market. Right? We've seen that, right? Terra Luna going down, of course, FTX going down, or any shady scandals. And you would think something like, BNB or CZ and Hot Water are being sued by a major regulator inside the United States would dump the cryptocurrency market. But it hasn't. In fact, Bitcoin's been strong around 28K ever since it recovered from the whole Silicon Valley Bank FUD, right? We're having all the cryptocurrency banks that help crypto go down. Doesn't matter. Resilient, right? And part of that is because the government did step in and save depositors for some of the banks, right? We're starting to see something like Paxos go down. We're starting to see things like SBF getting in more trouble, right? Do Kwon actually getting arrested. CZ been called out multiple times, all this stuff thrown in the media, and still cryptocurrency is strong. It's strong, baby. We're strong. We're fighting, right? We're fighting against the powers, right? The man. They're trying to give us CBDCs. We're fighting against that. The U.S. is trying to do anything they can to take down crypto. And it seems that while they're doing this, the rest of the world is becoming more friendlier towards crypto. The rest of the world, I'll say it again, is becoming friendlier towards crypto. There was news yesterday that even Hong Kong wants to become a hub for crypto. And this is after China banned it in 2021, right? Of course, Hong Kong is autonomous, but still. And it seems like other countries are starting partnerships, which is very, very interesting. Now, one thing I saw this morning, and it's interesting to see, right, is we had people like Saudi Arabia and China. They partnered together to build a Chinese oil refinery for 83 billion yuan, which is $12.2 billion. We're starting to see these alliances between Russia and China, right, saying they're not going to use the dollar anymore. We have people like coming out like Kenya. They don't want to use the dollar anymore. Will the Chinese yuan be the world's currency in 10 years and 20 years? Is the days of the dollar being the number one big daddy over? Are the days of the United States being the superpower, the big daddy, over? That's scary, right? But for us crypto people, we want the USA to be friendlier towards crypto. Why? Because it represents pretty much a way for a lot of us normies, right, to escape the matrix, you could say. I mean, how many people in this chat are completely different, like a 180 or, from what your life used to be because of crypto? You know what I mean? A lot of people are thriving because of the opportunities that crypto has given them. And they're seeing something like the United States trying to take it down. And people don't like that, right? People don't like that. People want their cryptocurrency still. They don't want their cryptocurrency taken away. And other countries are like, yeah, we're friendly towards crypto. The United States is just like, not here. Now, the CEO of Coinbase made an interesting statement. He was like, hey, like all these crazy rules and regulations are just scaring people away, right? All these crazy rules and regulations are just scaring people away. You're scaring young talent, bright minds, right? People that want to, work in the blockchain, that like cryptocurrency, like NFTs and those sorts of things like DeFi. You're scaring them out of the country, right? You're making it so companies don't want to work here because of high taxes and rules and regulations. Now, don't get me wrong. There are tons of scams in cryptocurrency. And the government does have a point when they talk about how, hey, man, it's probably better to get rid, right, of some of these companies. But you can't issue some blanket statement, right? Some umbrella statement that wrecks everybody at the same time. Just go after the bad guys. Not everybody's the bad guys, right? How do we know XRP is the bad guys? How do we know BNB is the bad guys? It's like those are not the ones you go for. You go for the Saitamas, the Safemoons, right? The Shibnobis, the ones that are obviously wrecking people. Now, I think they'll get there eventually, but who knows, right? Who knows? So the crypto market is strong, even though it seems like there's been a ton of attempt to absolutely wreck to push it down. And I like to see that resiliency. Now, there's a lot of people that think, hey, crypto's still going to dump. Like Clear Value Tax thinks Bitcoin's going to dump to 12K, which would scare a lot of people out of the game. And a lot of people will give up on crypto, and a lot of crypto companies will go down because they can't handle a 12K Bitcoin. Like what's interesting to me, we heard the other day, like what's his name? Michael Saylor, right? Michael Saylor of MicroStrategy, right? The other day, they purchased 6,500 more Bitcoin. If you guys don't know, if we go into this, we can see that the average price for their Bitcoin, I think it's about $29,000. So they're still slightly underwater. They bought more Bitcoin, right? Now, can they handle a average price of a $29,000 Bitcoin to go down to a 12K? People like Clear Value Tax are saying that it's going to happen. And look at MicroStrategy is not batting 1,000. They're just very, very bullish on crypto. So we'll see. Does MicroStrategy go under if Bitcoin dumps that much? I mean, we'll see. It's going to be very, very interesting. But either way, I'm here for a long time, not a good time. I don't really deal with leverage. I don't do a lot of risky things in crypto except buy shitcoins, and even that I tapered that down. So we'll see what happens, but it's going to be an interesting Interesting predicament. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of this? What do you guys think about the future of cryptocurrency? I'm interested to hear your opinion. Let me know in the comments. Yeah, smash that like button, baby. Let's get to 100 likes, guys. Smash the like button. Push us up in the old algorithm. Okay, let's talk about the next story, which of course is XRP. Okay, so XRP has been absolutely sending. A lot of people are not into XRP. We know people like, Selmo Fudd and a few other people love XRP. This thing's up as much as 24% in the week. Now we've had rumors and hearsay before about XRP. What's up, Jayhawk? How you doing, bro? About XRP absolutely sending, or winning their court case against the SEC. And that would set a nice precedence. Now, here's the thing. XRP has the money to drag it out with the SEC in court, right? They got that crypto money, baby, but not a lot of cryptocurrency companies do. So even though, maybe some of these SEC lawsuits may be frivolous, they can still bankrupt. They can still bankrupt the shit out of a smaller cryptocurrency company. And that's sad, right? Because they're trying to defend themselves. But it could still bankrupt the shit out of them, right? And that's a scary, scary sight, right? It's a scary feeling, like Library, for example. But the rumor has, and it seems like this rumor is more like true than the other ones, is that maybe in the background they're winning, and maybe we're going to get some sort of resolution. So check this out. Open interest in XRP surges to $800 million as crypto traders hope Ripple SEC verdict will bring altcoin season. Now, of course, we don't have an altcoin season without a cryptocurrency season. I don't know why they call it altcoin. It's like everything kind of moves together, mostly, right? Unless there's independent news that really pumps one asset by itself, right? But still, usually everything moves together, right? So check this out. If the court rules that XRP is a security, it would mean the same for other alternative cryptocurrencies and subject the broader market to stringent supervisions. The market, however, expects Ripple to win after the CFTC on Monday classified Bitcoin as a commodity. And that's what they're going after. But Bitcoin's always been classified as a commodity. Now, remember, Daddy Gary Gensler is going to be speaking to Congress, right, testifying before Congress on April 18th. Boy, we're going to be there bright and early. We might have to stream all day. That's going to be a very interesting situation, right? Because I want to see what Congress asks them. I want to see if they pressure him, or are they going to be nice to him because he probably wants more funding, right, to go after cryptocurrency entities, right? Although I don't think, how does the SEC get their funding? I don't think it's like their federal taxes at all. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it's the same way. So someone have to correct me on that one. But maybe they question him about, hey, why are you spending all your time going after cryptocurrency companies, especially good ones? I mean, there's some shit ones that they go after, but good ones. That's going to be interesting. Anyways, so let's read a little bit of this article and see exactly what the hell's going on. So it says, investors are having a relook at the futures market tied to payment-focused cryptocurrency XRP amid hopes that Ripple Labs, the company that issued the token, will win its legal battle against the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and spur more risk-taking in the broader market. Excuse me. Now, remember, there have been things that our U.S. government has been creating to kind of combat some of the use cases and applications some of these cryptocurrencies would be good for, which is XRP, right? I mean, XRP is a payment-focused cryptocurrency. And what did the U.S. create for that? FedNow, right? Like, you don't need XRP. We have FedNow. XRP has rallied 57% since March 22nd, Jesus, reaching a 10-month high of, I think, 58 cents, according to CoinDesk data. Since the rally began, the national open interest, or the dollar value locked in unsettled and active contract trading on futures and perpetual futures exchange, have increased nearly 90% to 843 million, the highest since December 2021, data from CoinGlass shows. Now, what does that mean? I mean, people are really correlating this to, oh, it's going to be another altcoin run. Why? Because December 2021 is near the peak of the cryptocurrency market. An increase in open interest coming alongside an increase in price typically suggests an influx of new money on the bullish side and is said to confirm the uptrend. At press time, funding rates representing the cost of holding bullish, long, or bearish short positions were positive on most exchanges, indicating the dominance of bullish leverage traders, right? So most people that are messing with XRP are bullish on it, right? The broader market was on the rise as well, with Bitcoin rising above $28,000 in a move that reversed the loss seen early this week after the U.S. Commodities Futures Trading Commission sued Binance, right? So like, pretty much reiterating what we were saying before, right? Even though the CFTC, and there's been FUD against with the overall cryptocurrency market, right? They're going after Binance. Still, like the cryptocurrency market is holding strong, right? Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button, push us up in the old algorithm, baby. Okay, give me a second. It says, maybe that Ripple wins set off a bullish impulse down the risk curve altcoin season. Marlon added, alt season is a crypto slang that describes a period when alternative cryptocurrencies like XRP, Solana, DOT, gaming tokens, DeFi coins, shout out to gaming tokens, and meme coins outperform Bitcoin and Ether. Ripple and XRP are not interchangeable. While Ripple is a fintech company focused on building global payment networks, XRP is an independent digital asset used for things like online payments and currency swaps. And let me know in the comments down below, which projects are you most excited for to send during the bull run? I'm interested to hear your opinion. Thank you so much, Javi. Yes, smash that like button, baby. It says in late 2020, the SEC. So we know about this, right? So we know that SEC charged Ripple, right? What's funny is that the SEC invited Ripple to like come and chat with them, and then they hit them with a lawsuit, right? It seemed kind of friendly until it wasn't, and that seems to be the perception a lot of these big cryptocurrency companies kind of have of the SEC. Like they pretend, like Sacco Hunt, they pretend like they're friendly until they slap them with a lawsuit, right? So that's pretty interesting, right there. All right. Purple says Volt. We got Batman Inu. Let's go. Smash that like button. Edgar says Bitcoin is $1,700, ETH to $40. You guys are masochistic. Absolutely not. Let's make sure that does not happen. Nikki says, I bought it and sold it quick. The first thing I bought, actually. Wow, really? Okay. Brad likes Gala and Avalanche. Alcohol Heat likes Algorand is sending right now because they just partnered with India to help them transition from Web 2 to Web 2. Okay, Algorand. I have a little Algorand somewhere. All right. Let's get into the next story, which is interesting. So let's talk about Safemoon right now. You guys, okay, let me know in the chat. Did you guys ever get into Safemoon? Right? Did you guys ever get into Safemoon? Let me know in the chat. This is very interesting, right? Safemoon is, so let's talk about Safemoon for a second. Now, Safemoon was very interesting to me because it was one of those cryptocurrency projects that I found out, and it kind of like really like was kind of devastating. Let me explain why. Because I was in Saitama Deep, right? A lot of us were Saitama Maxis. And when you look at Safemoon, you notice that it's just a copy of kind of Shiba Inu. Not exactly, right? Not exactly. It's a meme token, right? Not exactly. But they're doing the exact same things, right? Look at their products. They have a wallet. They had a V2, right? They had the Safemoon card, right? With the Visa thing, whatever. They're doing a hard wallet and an exchange. These are the exact same things that Saitama was doing, right? The same things Shibnobi was doing. And Safemoon came out a little bit before Saitama, but Safemoon had way more hype and way more holders. Or I think they actually hit about the same market cap, right? That's crazy, right? And a lot of people, when they realized like all these cryptocurrency shitcoins were the same, they kind of got out. Now, recently, Safemoon had an exploit yesterday where they were hacked for $8.9 million. Now, if you hold any Safemoon and it was hacked, I would encourage you that if you have any, make sure you try to cash it out on a centralized exchange. I'm sure it's on some centralized exchange. We can check here. Make sure to do that because it looks like a lot of the liquidity that was in this project is gone. Right. So it was hacked, but a lot of people think that it was part of the team that actually wrecked it. Right. Which is interesante. Right. So we have, you can see that it's on Git.io, MEXC, Bitmart, BitTurk, all those good stuff, BitBins, BitTrue, whatever, DigiFinex. Like not a ton, but still on a few. Git.io is probably the biggest one. I don't think Git.io is service. I don't think it's operates in the United States anymore. MEXC does. I do. I believe so. Don't use a VPN. I'm not CZ. But it was hacked for $8.9 million. Now it's funny because this person named DeFi Mark, which is an influencer in the space, says after 2 minutes at what the hell? So pretty much that person said, hey, I don't know why it went away, but that person said, hey, after 2 minutes of looking at this contract, I could see that the exploit's obvious. But then I go to Certic, right? Certic, pretty much one of the older trusted, you could say, auditing companies in the cryptocurrency space. They're pretty much saying that it was something that they didn't notice. You know, give me 1 second. They were saying that they didn't notice that. Let me go back to that post. Yes, it says an upgrade on Safemoon's contract introduced a burn vulnerability. This upgrade was not okay. So maybe they upgraded their contract without Certic knowing. Because remember, Safemoon did a V2, and it was some sort of backdoor or something like that, where someone was easily able to exploit it. And Certic is saying that since they had that upgrade, they weren't able to, notice that. So Certic had no clue, but Certic gave Saitama some weird award, which makes me feel a little kind of shady about Certic and those sort of things. I know people think I'm a hater, but I don't care. You know what I mean? So that's interesting. Now I was watching a ton of videos on the Safemoon situation, and what a lot of people are saying is like this was going to happen all the time. If you guys don't know, Safemoon has been under fire a lot lately, and what was once a $8 or $6 billion, $7 billion market cap company is now worth not that much. So if you have any Safemoon and you want to sell it, I'm not telling you to sell it, but if you do, I would suggest selling it on a centralized exchange, not a decentralized exchange, because the price impact may be too high, right? So that's the story with Safemoon. Now, if you look at like some of the holders, right? So they have this is their new contract, 700,000 addresses, and their own contract they had about 3 million. That's crazy, right? And you could see that even like their top wallets hold a ton of Safemoon, but with the liquidity available in it, you can see right on here on the BNB chain, you can see that it only has $11,000 in some of the liquidity, right? And this is the BUSD pair, right? Actually, let me go ahead and paste that contract in there because that was the BUSD pair, which it wouldn't be too accurate. Because we all know what's going on with BUSD, right? Geez, the liquidity is 35. Even with the USDT pair, it's still $35. So liquidity is pretty much out of Safemoon. So you can call this a rug pull thing. You can see that they're calling for people to like return the money and those sorts of things, but it's not going to happen, right? Right. So that's crazy. That's crazy. So Safemoon absolutely riggedy wrecked. I mean, they're going through a lot of legal issues. They're suing or they threatened to sue CoffeeZilla. I remember Logan Paul got in trouble for promoting Safemoon. What was the guy from Barstool Sports got in trouble, even though he just made a statement saying that he was going to buy some just for shits and giggles. I know that the developers like going through legal issues with his family because they want money. It's just all crazy. It's crazy what money does to people, right? It really destroys relationships and those sorts of things, right? It's really crazy. Guys, smash that like button, push us up in the old algorithm. Yeah. So the Safemoon situation is interesting, right? Now, what do you guys think? Do you think, and let me know in the poll of the day, I asked if you guys invested in Safemoon. It's something I never got into, but do you think this is an honest exploit, or do you think that people involved with the cryptocurrency company Safemoon are pulling money out through a back door? They see the writing on the walls, they're failing, right? And that's what they're doing. Now, what's interesting is if you look at their website and you look at their products, literally the hardwall and the exchange were supposed to be coming out, I don't know, last year, December, and they still have not, last year, the year before that, December 2021, still haven't come out, right? One thing I have to say that separates something like Saitama and Safemoon is at least Saitama put out their decentralized exchange. Even though it's ass, they still got something out there, right? And they have a hard wallet, right? So it might be ass, but they still have that. They still have that out. You know, very, 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 very interesting. I honestly think, and look, I don't know. These are all allegations. I can't confirm or deny anything. I just think that people involved with the project took some of the LP. That's what I think. It may be true. It may be not true. I don't know. I couldn't tell you guys. Smash the like button. Push us up in the old algorithm. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't know. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. Yeah, I mean, Honda says, after Shinja Saitama Terror, I learned my lesson, which is, hey, meme coins are here for a good time, not a long time, right? Most of them. I like that, but I understand why people wouldn't like that, right? Because a lot of people get scammed because they think there's so. I was watching a Safemoon video this morning, and they hit us with the old. One guy says, think about all the reflections I'm going to be getting. I'm not going to sell my safe. I haven't sold my Safemoon before. What makes you think I'm going to sell it now? Which is the argument is, my nose is itchy. The argument is, well, Safemoon, it's like it's already down so bad, I'm not going to sell it. But sometimes it's better to cut your losses, to be honest. Like sometimes it's better to get out of a bad trade and cut your losses than to hodl it all the way down to the ground. But it's funny, some guy literally, like the typical thing we hear is, oh, you're going to FUD Safemoon. I'm getting reflections. I'm not going to sell it now. It's like, dude, like, geez, man, these people could be so tribal and like literally like not notice the obvious scamminess right in front of your eyes, right? It's kind of crazy to me. It's kind of crazy to me. I know. So that's the Safemoon situation. I'm going to write this down. And it's going to be interesting to see what exactly happens with Safemoon going forward. But I would say, like a lot of projects, just stick a fork in it. It's over, right? I could be wrong. I could, maybe the person who stole the liquidity will send it back. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be happening. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see that happening. I mean, do you guys see that happening? I don't see that happening. I know. Don't see it happening. It'd be hard to believe that Safemoon could recover from this, even though it hasn't been recovering during the last year or so, right? No one's even been talking about it except for shady stuff. Now, last story, which is very, very important, which is SEC Chair Gary Gensler to testify before Congress. Interesting. On April 18th. This is going to be good. We're going to see if the Congress likes whether he's what he's doing with crypto, or they think he's doing too much, overstepping his boundaries. We'll see. So it says U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission SEC Chair Gary Gensler will testify. We go ahead and write the time down. Give me a second. Let me see. 3700 SEC. Will testify in front of House Chairman Financial Services Committee. In a recent interview, Representative Patrick McHenry, chairman of the Financial Services Committee, confirmed that Gensler will appear before the committee on April 18th. It says, McHenry said that the SEC chair would face questions regarding his approach to rulemaking and digital assets. McHenry stated that this will be the first oversight hearing with the SEC. And a lot of people are like, why aren't they dealing with this crypto situation? But you have to understand that they're dealing with a lot of things right now when it comes to the United States in general. We have a war going on. We have all these, we're trying to raise the debt ceiling. We have banks failing. We're trying to get inflation under control. Like we have so much going on, so they're not really paying attention to what the hell is going on with the SEC too much, right? It says all facets of the American financial service industry, including banking, securities, and digital assets, are within the purview of the House Financial Service Committee. The group holds significant overall control over the SEC. Moreover, it will discuss laying down a regulatory sphere for digital assets. And the big criticism before was there's no clear-cut rules. It says, was the SEC chair Gary Gensler's approach to cryptocurrency wrong? Over the years, the SEC chairman's stance on cryptocurrencies has drawn considerable attention. Many Democratic Party members have expressed their disapproval of the same. The party's anti-crypto attitude might prove terrible for its 2024 election campaign. Remember, it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you fall on, whether you're Democratic or Republican. I'm pro-crypto. So if you're a Republican that's fighting against CBDCs, I like you. If you're a Democrat that's a pro-crypto, I like you. That's how I view things, right? Because a lot of the things they do don't matter, and there are certain things that they do that actually matter in all of our lives, and I'm going to vote for those specific things that matter to me, right? Which is cryptocurrency, right? Several pro-crypto and pro-Bitcoin Democrats are gathering to express their disapproval of the party's policy, according to Dennis Porter, the co-founder of Satoshi Action Fund. Going to be crazy interesting to see how they grill this man. Within the first quarter of 2023, U.S. regulators seem to have adopted a strict stance on cryptocurrencies, and we've seen that everywhere. The SEC sent Wells notice to several cryptocurrency firms, including the popular exchange Coinbase. Meanwhile, a fresh complaint against Binance has been submitted by the CFTC. The crypto community has, however, always emphasized that Congress, not individual agencies, will make the decisions about regulation. While Europe and many other regions in the world are moving ahead with cryptocurrency regulation, the US has lagged behind on that particular front. The SEC versus Ripple lawsuit, which has been ongoing since 2020, is expected to lay out the foundation of what constitutes a security in the United States. However, there is no clear path laid out by the current regulators. So it's going to be interesting to see if they grill this man. Will they grill this man? I think they will. I think they will grill this man. But how much will they, right? And what are they going to get from this guy? Guys, do me a favor, smash the like button. We are 25 likes away from 100 likes. Let's go, baby. 160 people in the chat. Smash that like button. Push us up in the old algorithm, you know? So I'm interested. This is going to be very, very good. We're going to get a lot of clarity on what the hell's going on. Because remember, they're kind of like Gary Gensler's boss, right? They oversee everything, right? They see everything that has to do with, they said it right here. Let's go back to that. Where is it at? Oh, so all facets of the American financial service industry, including banking, securities, and digital assets, are within the purview of the House financial service community, right? So everything. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what's going on. Christy says, what is the House going to do? SEC is part of the executive branch. It will be a clown show like everyone pandering to crypto. Crypto needs to be curbed. Crypto isn't everything. This bullshit needs to stop. Yeah, I think you're saying a blanket statement, but what bullshit needs to stop? What bullshit? Like the shit coins or like the actual cryptocurrency companies that are trying to do things, right? Making True Money says, did you know that Canada is giving grocery cards to people with kids, single and senior citizens? America has definitely sucked sometimes. Well, if you don't know, USA has a welfare system, and you could get like food stamps and those sorts of things. So yeah, it's not like that's not specific just to Canada. And yeah, I mean, when it comes to United States and regulation, it seems like they're scaring a lot of people away. Now, my thing is, I do think Richard is balling. We'll see what happens to Shiba Inu, right? Shut up, Jayhawk. Is the world turning on the United States? Does it seem that way? What do you guys think? Do you think the world is turning on the United States? Does it seem that way to you? Does it seem like things are getting a little strange? And yeah, blockchain Betty, there's a ton of people that abuse the welfare system, 100%. Yeah, 100%. The welfare system is meant to be abused. Every day we keep hearing about crypto news like it's savior of humanity. Well, I mean, you only hear about crypto news because you choose crypto news. You know what I mean? It's the crypto news. You know what I mean? So you don't have to watch the crypto news. A lot of people don't understand anything about crypto because they don't choose that news, right? So that's up to you. You know what I mean? But it's interesting. Does it seem like the rest of the world is turning on the United States? Let's see what Biden has to say about, because it's 1 week. Biden's like the banking system's fine. The other week he's saying it's not. Let's see what Trump has to say about Joe Biden.
We are seeing bank failures left and right. Biden and his enablers in Congress are directly responsible for creating this economic catastrophe. And with Joe Biden at the wheel, it will only get worse. That's what's happening in almost every single sector.
Why is Donald Trump older than Biden and like way more coherent? Okay. I remember a couple of weeks ago, Biden literally saying that the banks are going to be good, but then he says the banking crisis is not over yet. You're giving me mixed signals here, man. You're giving me mixed signals here, man. Whoa, JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon to testify under oath in Jeffrey Epstein. What the hell does it have to do with anything? Wow, weird. Yeah, Yeah, the Safemoon poll. I just want to see how many people actually bought Safemoon because they're not doing so hot right now. All right, Safemoon's not doing so hot. They had all the liquidity pooled, which I think that the team is behind it, but I can't tell you. I don't know. Right? Nobody really knows, guys. We are 19 likes away from 100 likes. Do me a favor, drop the baby, drop the hot coffee, drop the Monster Energy drink, smash that like button, push us up in the old algorithm. Oh, Trump is 76 and JB's 80. Okay. So only 4 years away. Yeah, very, very interesting situation. You know, it seems like the rest of the world is kind of turning on the United States. Now, do you guys believe CZ? Let me know in the chat. Do you trust CZ? I'm kind of torn here. I'm kind of torn here. You know, I'm kind of torn here. And as faith in the United States, you could say, monetary system falls, we can see, you know, things like crypto gain strength. Why is it still so resilient? What's the point of it being so resilient? Literally, you could set your watch to crypto dumping based off any news, and we're seeing Bitcoin and Ethereum and everything else just show resiliency. It's crazy to me. All right. Blockchain says, if I've said it before and I'll say it again. This all started with the pandemic, and I remember a certain president giving out all kinds of free handouts and pausing loan repayments. That's true. That's true, Blockchain Betty. A lot of people have to understand that Trump is the one that was yeeting out money. And I think that was because, what's up, Soap God? How you doing, baby? And I think that was because of the fact that the Federal Reserve said that inflation would be transitory, right? Survey says. You know? So I think he was just going based off of the of what the Federal Reserve was saying about inflation not really getting too bad. You know, I mean, that's interesting, right? EK says an alternative world order have merged, and this is one country leadership of the U.S. and the NATO. This is one China and Russia. Too bad for the U.S. and the United States. The elites have played us all. That's interesting, right? Because I mean, obviously, everything we do in the United States is for the everything they do is for the greater good, right? Like that's what we think, right? You remember, United States has its hands in a lot of other countries, right? After World War II, we kind of expanded everywhere, and we've seen a lot of the wars since then are kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, Vietnam, obviously, you know, Iraqi freedom. You know, the war in Afghanistan, you know, there's a lot of been wars that have been like just really nothing but actual tactical and positioning in the world, you know, whether that's for oil, natural resources, whatever it is, right? It's interesting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, the thing about the pandemic is I know a lot back then, but man, this is a thing that no one went. I mean, we had like old boomers saying this is the first time they went through anything like this in their entire lives. And a lot of us are younger, right? That we went through the same thing. And it was a weird, like, what do you do when you have a virus that's killing some people, but it's spreading like wildfire? What do you do, right? You got to close everything off. That's the only like alternative people saw at the time because we don't know how deadly it was. And you know, we had to stimulate the economy because we didn't want things to crumble because a lot of small businesses went under. A lot of people couldn't go to work. You know, there was a lot of revenue not being generated, and the government did what it could, which is hand out money and pause a lot of loan payments and stuff. And I know a lot of people that own properties couldn't evict their tenants and those sorts of things, right? You know, it's interesting. Yeah. Politicians literally like. It doesn't matter. Like if you watch CNN or Fox News, it's never really about the issue. It's about the issue, right? But it's mostly about the other party. Like they did this, they did that. That's their narrative, right? But that's what they want. That's what they have to do to get elected, right? They have to blame the other party. This election season, this election cycle is going to be brutal. It's going to get dirty. It's going to get absolutely crazy. I think it's going to be worse than 2000. 20. I think it's going to be way worse. You remember like the division and the divisiveness, divisiveness, whatever, the division, you could say, that happened because of red and blue, like family members, significant others, friends. Like I remember I had friends of friends that like saw who I was voting for and just like tripped the hell out or freaked out, right? And it's like it's crazy. It's crazy to me. Like people just freak the fuck out, like they disown you and they don't want to talk to you, and it's crazy. And what I've been doing, especially on Instagram, is I unfollowed everybody political, because there are some things that matter in your personal life, especially if you make a ton of money, right? When it comes to raising taxes and those sorts of things. But a lot of the policies don't really apply to you. And it seems like it's just that if you just focus on your own life, you're probably happier and you'll probably be okay, right? You'll probably be okay. But just keep in mind, guys, that, whatever side of the aisle you land on, just make sure you understand who is for or against the policies you want to go through. And of course, mine are focused crypto heavy. I like crypto, right? I want a candidate that's going to be friendlier to crypto, whether that's stateside, whether that's whatever it is, right? I want somebody in power and in control that really is pro crypto. And I know a lot of people don't like that. Don't care. That's my truth. Making true money. Let's read some of these questions here. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. Why can't both Biden? They can't be arrested. Why would they be arrested? They didn't do anything. Wait, so did that go through? So anybody know what happened to the TikTok thing? Is TikTok actually banned? I know they were talking about banning it. Yeah. I don't know why they get arrested. Literally, like even like people getting arrested on like Trump supposedly having a warrant out for his arrest. If you look into that, like what the charges, like it's ridiculous. Like it's not gonna stick. It's not. No one thinks it's gonna stick. It's just like a news thing, right? Okay, TikTok isn't banned. I don't use TikTok anyways, but I have friends who use TikTok. Here's what I think about TikTok. TikTok has an algorithm that fucks on an ungodly level. That algorithm is stupid good. It's better than Twitter. It's better than any social media. TikTok's algorithm is absolutely insane. And I think that a lot of companies don't like that. And I think that a lot of companies are jealous. And that's what they're doing. They're pushing it to get banned because the algorithm is too good, saying it's a Chinese company, whatever, right? What do you guys think? I saw that somebody made that point on the Joe Rogan podcast. And although, a lot of people watch the Joe Rogan podcast and think everything that's said there is like fact, it's not. You have to you have to pick and choose some information. But that makes sense to me because their algorithm is insanely good. It's crazy. It's crazy. Have you been down a TikTok rabbit hole? It's crazy, right? It's crazy. When I have time to scroll, I don't really scroll too much these days on any website really. But when I do, I don't. TikTok is crazy. It's like they feed you everything you like. I have friends, especially people that I'm talking to, or I don't know, maybe younger generation. Like they really like TikTok because their algorithm is so. You can spend like an hour going down a hole on TikTok because they know what you like, right? They know what you like. And like I remember I made a TikTok a little bit for my show, and I just stopped doing it. I got a lot of followers quick and a lot of views quick. It's crazy. You can't get that kind of success anywhere. You know what I mean? So. Was it Adam Curry? Okay. Makes sense. TikTok's algorithm is designed to take... What's up, Roger? How you doing, baby? Miss you, Roger. Movie night soon. Movie night soon. So, Soap God says, I deleted TikTok. I ain't trying to get 20 years. That's funny. Mr. JY says, why can't both Trump and Biden... be... Oh, I already read that. Ryan says 2024 election cycle will be one for the books. Watch what happens with ballot harvesting. That will make the... Dude, I am not getting involved at all. At all. Brad says, dude, my family is very conservative. My GF has super woke family, though they have straight up turned on anyone that wasn't super woke. It was insane. Still won't talk to us. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. I don't even pay attention anymore. I don't give a shit, bro. I don't give a shit about any of these weirdos. Just focus on your own life, man. Focus on your own life. Focus on your own life. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much the news. I'm going to chat with you guys a little bit more, and we're going to get going like around 9. And I'm putting out some actual content right now. And then I have 2-a-days pretty much almost every day now. So I have 2 days. So training in the morning, some sort of training, and I have trainings in the evening. Got to get in tip-top shape, which is kicking my ass for my fight in June. Can't fucking wait. A lot of my focus is going towards diet, exercise. Whoa, Corbin! We got my old Target coworker from Portland in the chat. What's up, Corbin? How you doing, baby? What's up, baby? Corbin knows that remember when I was working at Target, I really wanted to do MMA and I just couldn't I was doing Postmates after work. I mean, you remember this, Corbin. I was working, we're both managers at Target, and like it's so hard to like whatever department you work in, like to do that and then like go home and do Postmates or any other gig and then do anything else. So now I'm finally in a place where I can actually train. So it's something on my bucket list. I want to get it done. I'm super excited. I'm working hard, baby. Let's go. Let's go. So I got 2 days. So today I have personal training in the morning and then hard sparring at night. Tomorrow I'm going to have CrossFit in the morning. Then I have training at night. And then Friday, I'm going to have no 2 days Friday, just a hard workout in the morning and some stretching. I have a date Friday night. And then Saturday, I'll probably do some sort of like hiking. Sunday, same thing, hiking. And then Monday through Friday, the same thing. So it's going to be interesting. So your boy's going to be in tip-top shape, sharp as hell, baby. Hell yeah, Corbin, me too. It's just going to be kickboxing, Corbin. Since I tore my ACL not shortly after I left Portland, but a few years after I left Portland. So I had surgery last year, so I can't really do grappling or wrestling and stuff like that. Or I don't want to risk it, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So, and like, I know it seems kind of crazy. I'm going to talk about this right now. Is like, dude, like I just watched that school shooting with that transgender person just yeeting the whole school up because she hates Christians or whatever, which is fucking crazy to me, right? Born a female, transitioned to a guy or transitioning to a guy, went up and killed 6 people, 3 kids and 3 adults. Insane. No, I don't care what the hell your excuse is. You don't get to kill innocent people because you feel like you're oppressed or being forced to go to a Christian school. I can't believe people are defending this person. Stupid, right? But what that shows us, and I heard the story a few weeks ago about, people just randomly dying in car crashes. I forgot who it was, but it was a young couple that died in a car crash. I think it was a wrong way driver or something crazy. Guys, life is precious, man. Life is short. Life is too precious and short for you to not go after what you want and do the things you want and experience the things you have to experience and really spend times with those you love. Right. So, I know life gets crazy and I know you feel like maybe you're stuck in those sorts of things, but if you can, try to spend time doing the things you want and doing the things you've put off, right? If you want to get in shape and lose weight, do those things, right? If you have a hobby that you want to try, do those things. You know what I mean? If you have somebody you're interested in and you want to talk to, do those things, try it, send it. I think the worst thing is regret, and I don't ever want to die or get super sick where I feel like I left things on the table, right? And one of those things is kickboxing. Man, maybe I'll go in there and get knocked the fuck out. I don't care, but at least I'm going to try. You know what I mean? At least I'm going to try. I want to travel a little more, go to more festivals. I love festivals, man. I love music. And I'm going to go to everyone I fucking can. Of course, my next one's going to be at the end of May. I got to space them out, of course. Trying to balance those things. But whatever it is, right? Do those things, man. Go after what you want, baby. If you work at a fucking store and there's a hot redhead you want to plow, go talk to her, baby. Don't say I want to plow you, but go talk to her, Corbin says regret is way worse than a no. 100%. 100%. I like Bree besides Bree. Besides Bree, what's in Detroit? You know what I mean? Besides Bree. Bree, go to EDC. Mega True Money says, Rodney, come to my music show in Texas. Wait, when? Frank Q says, hey, Rodney, who does the thumbnails and banners on my page? I do them. I should probably outsource them, but I do them all. I do them all every day, every morning. Honestly, that's the most annoying part of the streams because I want to make them unique to what's going on. And I don't have a thumbnail person that's not overseas and who's super reliable that I can give. I mean, maybe I have to find someone who's on my schedule every morning. But I wish I had someone to do that. That's like the most annoying part of the morning. It takes me like 20 minutes sometime to figure out how I'm going to make the thumbnail and stuff like that. But Yes, clickety-clack that like button. But guys, with that, I'm going to be getting out of here for the day. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you guys. I'm putting out some Volt content, some more Tectonic content, and some others, right? What's up, Echoes? I know how to make the, I know I know I know how to make thumbnails, Echoes from above. My style is just not the same as the other. I know how to make like the super cool ones. It just takes a while. I like yours, Echoes, like simple but to the point. And if you look up like thumbnail tutorials, Echoes, that's how you're supposed to make them like yours. Right? Like really like a phrase or a word and like a picture of something and a decent background. But I'd rather outsource it, honestly, because I have so many thumbnails to make if I put like 4 or 5 videos a day, So we'll see. But thank you so much, Echoes. Echoes, we have to have another joint stream, man. We go after some grifters or something like that. Absolutely killing it. Appreciate your channel, man. Same to you, Soap God. You guys both have bomb thumbnails. Guys, thank you so much. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.